Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
26 degrees outside under a clear sky. Beautiful out there. Temperatures this week, unreal. Temperatures in the mid-70s, maybe even upper 70s, all the way until the weekend, and not too bad for the weekend either. Maybe a little rain on Saturday night late. But still, temperatures are going to be comfortable, beautiful week in store for us. For those folks out there who have some harvesting yet to do, this should really be a good 5-6 days for them to, finish it up if they have room in the bin. So This should be a good week. Sure, you have a nice-looking shirt on there.
Thank you.
That's a nice shirt. I haven't seen that one before, have I?
I've worn it before.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Must just look different with your hairstyle.
Yeah, that's all right.
Very nice, very nice.
I make every shirt I wear look good.
Yeah. I gave you the opportunity. I can't complain.
I'm sorry. I just have to ask right now. I can't go any further into the show.
What?
Is that a pinky ring that you have on? Or what? What is that?
Well, I've been wearing it up for the last few days.
Oh.
If I turn the lights off, it flashes.
Oh, is it now? Was that like a Halloween treat or something? It's Dave is wearing a ring on his left pinky, and it looks like a skeleton or something.
Well, what happened? I went down into the business district on Friday to do some business, right there with all the banks and everything, and Stephanie Klang was out arranging things, getting ready for the kids. And she said, here's one for you.
Oh,
and
that's nice.
I just love it so much that I've been wearing it all weekend, even wore it to bed.
Now here's the question.
Yeah?
Okay, are you wearing it because you love it, or did you put it on and now you can't get it off?
Oh, no, you can see it's pinching a little there.
Oh, it is. Okay,
but
all right.
But you can expand it out.
Oh, you can. So you can take. I was thinking that you put it on and now you can't get it off.
No, I've been wearing it, and then at night, the Saturday night, I put it on top of tomato in the kitchen on the windowsill, and it flashed all night. It's been flashing ever since Stephanie gave it to me.
Nice. So it kind of works as a night light almost.
Well, I just like the colors that flash.
I see.
And it makes, and I can, like in the dark, I can make designs.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. Thanks, Steph.
Yeah. Thanks, Steph, for giving Dave that and helping him have a great weekend.
Yes, it was great. And by the way, what a success downtown on Friday. The girls came back, and they ran out of cookies.
Oh, what, Trunk or Treat?
Trunk or Treat was crazy. The kids were everywhere.
I had to kind of go into the business district myself on Friday in the afternoon, and boy, even at the time I went, it was kind of early, probably mid-afternoon, and man, there were all kinds of people roaming around, and it was great to see. And I'm sure the weather had something to do with it. It was just a beautiful day. It was
gorgeous
to get out and do that, so that's good.
Yeah, and I thought, well, with that many kids coming to town or coming from school to town, there might not be that many trick-or-treaters because we haven't had in recent years, most folks here in town, and your town maybe is different where you're listening from, but it's been down the number of people that knock on your door. And with the whole COVID situation and all that, we really had candy ready to go but didn't know. And we had more people, wonderful families with kids stopping by, more than we've had in the last, 4 or 5 years. It was a beautiful night on
Yeah.
on Halloween night. Big old full moon and
yeah, that moon was amazing the last few nights, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that probably had something to do with it again. But I love seeing mom and dads walking around with their kids and coming up to the door and getting a piece of candy. It was pretty neat. And I think everywhere in our listening area probably had something similar to that, just simply because the weather was so darn nice. Yesterday it was cooler than the day before, but still in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and this week is going to be just wonderful for football playoffs and traveling to cover the ladies in volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's going to be a good week.
It is, yes.
Now, let's just be totally honest about it. I don't know that in Nebraska we can call the COVID a spike right now. It's more than a spike, so we're going to have to be really careful. Nebraska is under the gun now for hospital beds being full, and still a lot of gathering and things going on. We'll want to kind of be careful. I think the next couple of months going through November and December, we're going to have to make sure we wash our hands and do that social distancing and do the things that we've been told we need to do. Still can go out and about, but I noticed on the gas station yesterday has a sign up, mask preferred. Doesn't take very long to put one on and go in and do your business and take it off when you get in the car. But our hospitals are stretched right now, and if they have to send people away, that's one thing, but they might not be able to send them to other hospitals because they might be full.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to kind of be careful. I know Gavin will put the numbers up today, but I can tell you they aren't very good. There's more than just a spike right now. So with all that said, we'll want to be careful when we go to all these events and do what we're supposed to do. And for the folks, for you slithering cowards who come onto our yard yesterday, right up by our porch, and stole our political sign, shame on you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Someone came to your house and took your political sign.
Heard a door of a car open and then kind of little rumbling and a door shut, and the car sped off like they had just robbed a bank and took the political sign right near our porch. We had it on the inside of the sidewalk because in years past,
yes,
we had people come up and just drive over our signs. I realize there's only 12 Democrats in this county, and we're 11 and 12, okay? So just don't be a slithering coward and come up and thieve away a sign you don't like. I also heard, what was it, down in Sutton or somewhere, a farmer had his equipment out by the road with flags on it, on the Republican side.
Yes.
And folks lit the equipment and flags on fire.
Yeah.
You crazy people.
No need for that.
What is this? What is wrong with these people?
Just go vote.
Yeah, and be sure and do that. Now, if you're a mail-in, I think you've got till about today to get that in, but I would recommend, if you want to make sure your ballot goes in and you've got it in advance, I drop it off at the local drop box in your community, and not, the post office has got enough going on, especially if you can get to the ballot box. Speaking of that,
yes, Dave,
this is kind of weird with this election. It seems strange to say this, but we don't have a lot to report Tuesday night. Normally we have live radio coverage, and we'll give you updates on the count in particular races. A lot of the local issues and local contests were settled during the primary. There's a few for school board here and there, but we're not going to get the results until everything is counted this year, just because I guess the way things are. So Gavin and Emily will be in contact with the clerk's office, and they'll get the totals at the end when everything's totaled up, and we'll have them on Sandals Express for you and hopefully on the air on Wednesday morning. But we would be sitting here all night with not really much to report, which seems kind of odd.
Yeah.
In years past, we've always been here giving you the updates, but that won't happen this year that way. So our news team will be in contact with Constance here at the Custer County Courthouse, and when everything's totaled up, then they'll get it and get it posted and get the story up for the 6 o'clock news on Wednesday.
Good.
So kind of weird. We've been doing that for years.
Yeah, a little bit. But what isn't a little bit different in 2020?
Yeah. I agree. But as my mother keeps saying, don't wish time away. We're all saying, I can't wait for 2021. Well, we should have learned anything in the last 2 years. We don't know what's coming in
That's
2021, so we're going to make the best of what we have going on today. Let's live today.
There you go.
All right. We don't have school lunch menus in yet, but we'll get those rounded up this week. Kristen may have a few, but we'll get those all in and pick up the mail today.
Okay.
So we're going to play the game. And by the way, we're going to be visiting with Steve from the grocery cart via the telephone this morning. So we'll talk with Steve out at Grocery Cart, just the way we always used to do it for many years with Mr. Green.
Yeah. All right. Here's your question for the game. This quiz this week is based on the most successful movies of the 1970s. Okay? So here's your question for today. I, meaning the movie, am a 1970 movie directed by Robert Altman. I tell the story of a medical unit in the Korean War in 1951. I later became a television series. What movie am I? Is it The Crime of Korea, All the Young Men, Men in War, or MASH? Those are your choices. If you know, call us at 872-2801, and we'll give away a token for a free personal pan pizza, one topping to the Pizza Hut.
At Universal Insurance in Broken Bow, Nate and Jack are ready to go to the ends of the universe for you to make insurance a breeze. Want to get your products and service through text on your phone? They can do that. Want to pick up the phone and talk to them? Of course, they're ready to answer. Want to have a cup of coffee and talk about anything under the sun? You guessed it, they can do that too. No matter how you want them to be there for you, you can expect friendly, personal service paired with great products at Universal Insurance in Broken Bow.
This time of year, it warms up once in a while, gets cool, and then it just gets cold. Cooler weather will arrive here in central Nebraska. Good thing Bo Bootery has things to keep you warm. Come shop boots, snow boots, Glad Rag silk scarves, Nordic wraps, socks, tights, and leggings, and slippers. They'd love to help you find the right thing. It's never too early for stocking stuffers either. Come visit them on the square in Broken Bow. Bo Bootery, your home-owned shoe store in Broken Bow, Nebraska. We have Catherine online. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm a little tired. I butchered a bunch of roosters yesterday.
Oh. So you're going to have like some chicken legs to fry up, right?
Yeah. I got some chickens to fry and some to roast.
Roast chicken. You know, a lot of people don't roast chicken anymore. That's nice that you still do that.
Yeah.
Do you put butter on the chicken when you roast it?
No.
No? What do you put on? What do you put on a chicken when you roast it?
Oh, just a little bit of vegetable shortening, maybe, or something like that. Oil.
Do you ever try olive oil?
Yeah, I use that.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah. Here's Brent.
All right, Catherine, here's your question for today. This 1970 movie was directed by Robert Altman. It tells the story of a medical unit in the Korean War in 1951. Is it The Crime of Korea, All the Young Men, Men in War, or MASH?
I'm going to say MASH.
Yeah, that's it. It's MASH. And because you've answered correctly, we have for you a token that'll get you a free personal pan pizza, one topping at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. So you just come on out and see us when you can.
Oh, I sure will. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Catherine.
Uh-huh.
Bye. 7:45. Today is Katie Lang's birthday. 59 years old. Grammy award winner. Yep.
59.
59.
Now, normally I say I can't believe they're that old, but I actually thought Katie Lang would be a little older than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. I guess I didn't really know.
I don't know.
Other big birthdays that we're aware of. Yesterday, I believe it was, Pat Lindner had a birthday.
Did he?
I believe so.
Oh, Pat.
And
Happy birthday, buddy.
You bet. And one of the nicest people in the world having a birthday today, April Kitt.
Oh, yes.
Celebrating a birthday today.
All right. Happy birthday.
Over in Sargent. Also, it's National Deviled Egg Day.
Oh, my.
Seems kind of odd that they would celebrate a dish that's, kind of with picnics and family reunions.
Yeah, or maybe celebrate it closer, around Easter.
Easter, spring, summer, yeah. Deviled eggs were,
Egg Day.
Yeah, invented back in the 1800s. But it became a go-to-house party snack in the 60s and 70s when people didn't care much about how the freshness of their breath back in those days. 'Cause deviled eggs will get a little eggy on you.
They can, yeah. I used to love deviled eggs.
I know. We ruined a few tummies.
And then we decided out here at the radio station one year to have a deviled egg contest among the staff where everybody brought in their own version of the deviled egg. And after eating deviled eggs all afternoon, I don't think I've eaten one since, honestly.
Really?
Honestly. That just, oh my.
I still like
and
it.
I don't mean to throw our good friend Bob Bowles under the bus, but he's the reason.
I know.
I don't know what kind of deviled egg he brought to the party that afternoon, but oh my gracious, it was. I don't know if he soaked it in kerosene or what, but it was horrible.
The thing that you might remember about Bob is he fancied himself as a cook, but Cheryl, his wife, would tell you that he always got carried away with the ingredients.
He got carried away with whatever he put in that deviled egg, man, and it ruined deviled eggs for me for the rest of my life.
Well, at that time, Heidi Kramer also ate too many, and I think it affected her for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Monday morning, you sure look fine.
And on Mondays, we visit with Steve out at the grocery cart. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Dave.
How's things at the cart?
Things are well. We're, getting through our produce, remodel. We've tweaked that, and it looks really nice, ready for the holidays, and that's really what we're doing. We're getting set for the holidays. We've got past Halloween, and now it's time to focus on Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So
yeah, did you sell all your candy?
Probably not all of it. No,
pretty close though, I bet.
I haven't. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, just jump in and run down the specials if you like, Steve.
All right. Sounds like a plan, Dave. So the ad runs November 2nd today through November 8th this week. Be looking out for that Thanksgiving ad. That'll be a 2-week ad coming up shortly. But we've got some fine items this week on ad, going over to the fresh meat department, always taking care of the dinner table for you. We've got 80% lean ground beef on sale this week in a 10-pound tube, only $1.98 a pound. So definitely pick up one or two of those at least, and maybe one for the freezer. Bone-in Boston butt pork roast, 8-pound average by Hormel, $1.68 a pound. Hormel Natural Choice boneless end-loin pork roast, only $1.88 a pound. Grocery Cart's Premium Age Choice Certified Angus Beef eye of round roast or steak. And it's important that we mention steak because it sounds like the weather's going to be prime for getting the grill out again. $3.98 a pound for the roast or the steak on the eye of round there. We've got Best Buy fresh frozen boneless skinless chicken thighs. Those are $2.38 a pound. A 2.5-pound bag of frozen boneless skinless chicken breast fillets by Best Choice is only $4.98. So grab a bag or two of those for the freezer. Also great for the freezer and the dinner table is Supreme Choice Tilapia Fish Fillets, 16-ounce bag, only $3.98. Pick up something for yourself or the kids, of course. Oscar Mayer Fun Pack Lunchables, $2.48 each. Jimmy Dean's Smoked Sliced Bacon, got 12-ounce package, 2 varieties, $3.98 each there. So definitely pick up all that and more at the fresh meat department. We'll hop on over to the dairy deals this week. You'll notice in our ad we're kind of trending towards the holiday season plus the baking season. And for all the bakers out there, don't forget to pick up the Best Choice butter. That's only $2.15 each on sale this week in the dairy department. Also, Blue Bonnet margarine quarters, 88 cents each. Best Choice cream cheese bars in the brick variety, they're $1 each, 3 for $3 in the ad. Of course, you can still buy one and get it for $1. We've got over in the frozen foods department some great deals this week. Best Choice whipped toppings, 8 ounces, only 88 cents each. Best Choice frozen dinner rolls, $1.88 each, and Best Choice pre-cooked egg noodles, 2 for $3, among many, many more deals in the dairy and the frozen at the GK. Over in the grocery department at the Grocery Cart, we've got a great deal on pop this week, $6.98 for 24-pack Pepsi varieties in the cans. Frito-Lay always brings it to the table. Frito-Lay Doritos, 2 for $5, and Frito-Lay Cheetos or Fritos, 2 for $6, and those Fritos are great with chili as well. If you're going to make some chili, you better pick up some beans. Bush's Black, Pinot, Dark, Kidney, Great Northern, and Navy beans, only 98 cents each this week. Continuing on the grocery savings, and maybe the soup and chili items. Best Choice tomato juice, 46 ounces, 2 for $3. Best Choice saltine crackers, 16 ounces, $1.28. For the bakers, we've got Best Choice all-purpose flour, unbleached flour, 5 pounds, only $1.48. So pick it up at that hot price. Quaker quick or old-fashioned oatmeal in an 18-ounce canister, $2.48 each. And Best Choice tomatoes or the seasoned tomatoes, 83 cents each in a 14-ounce can. So everything you need from baking and chili fixings this time of year is on sale. We're going to hop on over to the Farm Fresh Produce. Of course, check out all the new varieties over there. Since we remodeled, there's a lot of good new varieties of dry goods such as apple chips and packaged nuts and other varieties over there. So be looking out for all that. On ad this week, Washington Premium Fuji or Brayburn apples, only $1.28 a pound. Best Choice Gold potatoes, 5-pound bag, only $2.28. Fresh celery, 98 cents each. Red onions, 88 cents a pound. Haas avocados, 98 cents each. Dole shredded lettuce, $1.18 each. Green Giant fresh carrots in a 2-pound bag, 98 cents each. All the crock pot fixins and taco fixins you would need are on sale. And don't forget the Ocean Spray cranberries, 12-ounce bag, 2 for $4. Over in the Fresh Deli, got a lot going on, as always, with the Chester's Chicken, fresh every day. You can pick up chicken packs or the tenders, along with some sides. And then don't forget, happy hour tenders are 4 p.m., 6 p.m. every day, dollar tenders over in the Fresh Deli at the GK. This week on ad, you can pick up Mrs. Jerry's Greek feta salad, only $3.98 a pound. Some Troyer green onion cheese, $5.98 a pound. And Kretschmar Black Forest ham, $6.98 a pound. And don't forget to pick up a new monthly menu. It's November, and they've created another monthly menu for y'all to pick up and have at the office or at home. This fine Monday, you could dine in or carry out beef stew over in the deli. Tuesday, it's chicken parm. Wednesday, pulled pork or ribs. Thursday, prime rib sandwich. And Friday, cheese Frenchie and tomato soup. So always some great options over there in the Fresh Deli. And remember, with every 11th main menu option that you purchase with your rewards card, it's free, every 11th one. So great deals there. Jay Skinner Danish strips in the bakery. Great with coffee in the morning or an afternoon snack. 2 for $5. Fresh baked cookies by the dozen. My favorite item in the store is probably the chocolate chip cookies by the dozen that they fresh bake over there, $4.98 each. And so definitely pick up a pack of those. And last but not least, the rewards bonus items. If you bought one of each of these items this week, you'd spend about $28 and you'd earn about 4,000 points. You may say, Steve, what do I do with 4,000 points? And yeah, I would say, you know what? You could use 4,000 points for free items on our free with points items list at the grocery cart, or you could use it towards gas discounts at Casey's here in Broken Bow. 4,000 points equates to about 40 cents off per gallon of gas alone, and I'm sure you can definitely earn more points the more you shop and spend money at the grocery cart. You get 5 points per qualified dollar spent for using your rewards card. Plus, on these bonus items, you get extra points. Mrs. Smith pies, of course, that's great for this time of year, $4.58 each. From the frozen department, earn 400 points per on those. Kretschmar sliced pepperoni in a 2-pound bag over in the deli, $8.28, earn 2,000 points per on those. Stacy's pita chips from our bakery, 2 for $4, earn 200 points. True Moo 1% or whole chocolate milk, that's in a half gallon, 2 for $4, earn 200 points. We've got new crop Satsuma mandarins. I don't know why he threw that word in there, probably to trip my tongue up. But 3-pound bag of mandarin oranges, $4.48, 500 points each on those. Pillsbury cake mixes, 98 cents, earn 150 points per box on those. Armour homestyle meatballs, 2 for $6, earn 300 points per on those. And Kraft salad dressing, $2.48, earn 250 points per on those. All that and more at the GK this week on ad, plus look for those orange signs for TPR savings, extra savings that are not advertised throughout the store, and come see any of our fine associates willing and ready to help out.
All right. Thanks so much, Steve. Have yourself a great week. The weather's going to be great for shopping, so, have a good one.
Yeah, you too, Dave. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. All right. 1 minute away from the news break coming up here on the Breakfast Show. We still have the visitation set up with Runza and the Broken Bow Area Rotary today. And Ray Hunt is bringing you a special version of commentary just before Election Day, I assume, here this morning. So keep it right here. Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. There won't be much sleep for the weary presidential candidates over the next day.
The power to change this country, not figuratively, is literally in the hands of Philadelphia and Pennsylvania.
Get out and vote. Let's really send a resounding note to Washington.
Joe Biden and President Trump crisscross swing states a day ahead of the election. Voters weighed in on CBS's 60 Minutes. Mark Sesak is a Goodyear union worker in Ohio. He's casting a ballot for Biden.
The leadership of this country failed our citizens in protecting the people.
Tommy Joe Brody's going for Mr. Trump.
My 401k is in good shape. That matters to me.
Johnny Depp has lost his libel case against a British tabloid, which labeled him a wife-beater. CBS's Vicki Barker.
The judge clearly believed Amber Heard's testimony that the Pirates of the Caribbean star did abuse her during their brief marriage, a stunning blow to Depp's reputation.
Depp's lawyers say he may appeal. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Gavin Higgins with you, and here is a look at state news. New state probation officers have been sworn in virtual style. State Probation Administrator Deborah Minardi addressed 71 new probation officers, their families, and fellow probation employees via WebEx on Tuesday during a virtual swearing-in ceremony. In Nebraska, there are over 14,000 adults and over 2,000 juveniles under the probation supervision. Nebraska Supreme Court Chief Justice Mike Havokin administered the virtual oath, asking officers to pledge to uphold the United States Constitution and laws of the state of Nebraska. Probation officers provide information to the court regarding the risk an individual may pose to public safety, as well as listing programs or services that may prevent the individual from committing further crime. The officers use proven risk reduction methods to provide a balance of accountability-based supervision and rehabilitation services. A number of Supreme Court justices also participated in the event. Grand Island police are investigating an allegation of inappropriate behavior against a staff member at Grand Island Senior High School. The district was alerted of an alleged incident involving inappropriate behavior by a staffer involving a high school student. A student brought the allegation forward, and it was relayed to the Grand Island Police Department immediately thereafter. The district is cooperating with GIPD's investigation. Additionally, GIPS will conduct a Title IX investigation. In accordance with district policy, the staff member has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. This information was shared Thursday evening with families and staff members in the district. Grand Island Public Schools says it takes all reports seriously and strives to create a safe environment for students, staff, and the entire school community. Upon completion of the investigation, the district will provide additional information as appropriate.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking Week 8 in the NFL. Sunday night, the Eagles outscored the Cowboys 16-0 in the second half en route to a 23-9 win. Philadelphia at 3-4-1 is in first place in the NFC East. In the late action, the Seahawks beat the 49ers 37-27. Seattle is 6-1. Russell Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the win. Saints beat the Bears 26-23 in overtime. New Orleans is 5-2. Chicago falls to 5-3. In the early action, Steelers improved to 7-0 with a 28-24 win in Baltimore over the Ravens. Baltimore drops to 5-2. Bills beat the Patriots 24-21. Buffalo's at 6-2. New England falls to 2-5 with its 4th straight loss. Chiefs run over the Jets 35-9. Kansas City 7-1. Patrick Mahomes 5 touchdown passes for Kansas City. Jets fall to 0-8. There were some surprises. Vikings knock off the Packers 28-22. The Bengals upset the Titans 31-20, and the Dolphins surprise the Rams 28-17.
Here's your weatherology forecast. We'll push up to a high of 74 degrees for today. We'll see lots of sunshine. Then for tonight, mostly clear in the upper 30s. Even warmer into your Tuesday with upper 70s for high temperatures, still abundant sun. Wednesday, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, reaching a high of 77. And for your Thursday, still looking to stay dry, mostly sunny there with highs in the mid-70s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm Staff Meteorologist Michael Carroll.
One size fits all. That might be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. My most important goals are yours. That's why we take the time to understand your needs so we can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact me today, 308-872-6849. Knowing you. That's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
30 degrees under a sunny sky. Winds are light out of the southwest. Barometric pressure's been steady this morning at 30.29. Humidity at 73%. High yesterday, 54, with an overnight low of 26. Sunset today at 5:33. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:13 Standard Time. Nothing in the rain gauge so far this month. Well, we are connected on the telephone this morning with Veronica Smith, who, of course, is the CEO at the hospital here in Broken Bow, but she is also a member and president of the Rotary. Good morning, Veronica.
Good morning. How's everybody there?
We're really good. We're all really excited about the weather we're going to have this week. How about you guys?
Yes, but that generally comes with doing the lawn care that I've put off for a while now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my last chance, so there's no excuses.
Oh, I hear you. We chopped up some leaves this weekend, have fallen, and there'll probably be some more to come. But, yeah, it was a good weekend, and it'll be a great week to get some of that done. You're absolutely right. And it's kind of fun when it's 75 degrees.
Absolutely. We'll take it.
All right. Let's talk about the Rotary and see what's up. I know that due to COVID-19, the Rotary has kind of changed the way they have their meetings, and I assume maybe it's this, you're still doing that or a combination thereof. How's that working?
Yeah, we certainly are. You know, we definitely have been tested on how to be flexible. So we continue to have Zoom meetings available for anybody that wants to join via Zoom. We open that up, but then we are also meeting face-to-face at the library in the community room there. So we are moving to 3 times a month because of the availability of the library room and also programming and such. So Wednesdays at noon we are meeting, and this Wednesday it is a face-to-face meeting where we will actually do an overview of Rotary as an organization and the website so that anybody interested in learning about Rotary could join us face-to-face or via Zoom and learn more about the organization.
Well, that's a great review. Let's talk a little bit about that just for our listeners out there. Maybe you can give us just a radio overview of what Rotary mission is, what its goal is, and how people can become involved.
Right. So the Rotary motto is service above self. So really looking at how individuals from different different areas of expertise can come together as a group and benefit the community as a whole. Focused on service projects, meeting any unmet community need through service projects that could be done. There's also a global reach. For instance, here in our Broken Bow Rotary Club, we reach out to, we have a kind of a sister club in Zimbabwe that we have been able to connect quite a bit with through Zoom and stay connected with work that they're doing to bring potable water to their villages and such over in Zimbabwe. So that has been a really nice global connection that we have had. So you learned quite a bit about the world and how you can have an impact globally as well. So anybody interested in joining Rotary or even just learning more, we always welcome people to just come see what it's all about, come sit on a meeting with no commitments. You don't have to say you're going to join by coming in. Just if there's a speaker that interests you, come join us and listen and learn. And we would be happy to visit more about how you can become a member. Well, I was going to kind of lead into that as well. Not only do you get to help other people, you do have some wonderful speakers, both from the civic side, political side, community action side. You get a lot of different great speakers to come and visit with you folks. Yeah, we just had Matt Williams join us for a legislative update. And, I'm trying to think of some. We learned quite a bit about the library most recently. Mm-hmm. We are looking forward to our service project this year is going to be a little bit different because of the pandemic. We're going to do something a little bit different and focus on the area of literacy with a one book, one Custer County. So joining efforts with the library to get Custer County reading the same book and come together with some learning opportunities to jointly learn surrounding a specific book. So that is something that will be coming forward too. So we just continue to, like I said, try to get creative, try to keep things interesting, and see what we can keep moving forward.
All right. Well, that's great. Is there? Let me ask you a question. I know that you're a reader because Joan mentioned that you occasionally, or frequently even, come into the adult book discussion classes and so forth. When you read, are you able to talk to your husband at the same time? Because my wife reads, she's reading all the time, Veronica. She's reading 2 different books yesterday. Sometimes as a man, it makes you feel a little bit, small when your wife's reading 2 books at once and she's able to talk to you some. How do you work it at your house?
I don't read 2 books at one time. I have to stay focused on that, and then I do have to shut it down and give my husband undivided attention because, as typical marriages can go, he would feel not listened to. So, and I would expect the same of him. So.
I get the same. Joan will stop if we're having a discussion. She'll close the book, but she can read, watch TV, and talk to me at the same time. I don't know how she does it, but
is it really talking or is it nodding of the head and a mm-hmm?
Well, it goes both ways, Veronica. Even when I'm not reading, so she, it's working out for you guys. That's good, and it's working out for us. Is there anything else about Rotary that you wanted to highlight?
No, I think that covers it. Just I would just ask that anybody that has any interest or has any questions at all, please reach out to me. They can contact me here at the hospital just through the switchboard, Deb McCaslin, Trish McCarran, all sorts of different people that can help them learn more. Okay. Now,
You've been very good about being transparent with the public as to what's going on at the hospital. And while we have you here, I would be amiss as a journalist if I didn't ask you what your situation is at the hospital with COVID, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. We continue to see the surge of patients. As I've said before, typically when there isn't a pandemic going on, we take care of 2 inpatients a day on the average. We today sit at 10 inpatients, and what that means is we are getting close to not being able to admit new patients if we aren't able to either discharge people to home or be able to transfer out. So the impact that the pandemic is having on the hospital capacity statewide will affect us here locally, because if patients come in and they need a higher level of care, we got to have a bed to send them to. And the concern there is that those beds will be hard to come by. So although we provide really great care here and have really great providers and staff and physicians that are here to meet the needs, we have limitations because of being a smaller hospital and a critical access hospital, and that higher level of care is not available. So if someone needs to have an ICU bed or be on a ventilator because of COVID, we are going to be hard pressed in the next coming weeks to have those beds available. So I just really continue to urge everyone to wear masks, socially distance, and really work to not be congregating in groups where the virus can be spread, because we're seeing the spread in even smaller groups. It doesn't have to be a large group. It can be card parties, just small get-togethers, and we're seeing positive cases come out of those. So we continue to test. Our staff has remained healthy, so we're doing well there. But it's a day-to-day manage. We run incident command every day and address whatever is in front of us by the hour, basically.
All right. I just hope that people are catching this. I was telling Brent earlier at one of our service stations, they had a sign on the door, mask preferred. And I actually went back to the car and got the mask. And when I went inside, I was the only one with a mask. And of course, travelers through, you can't, you're going to get people traveling through in those situations too. But washing our hands, wearing a mask when it seems like the logical thing to do would really, I would think, help you guys out.
And it's really what keeps us from having to do anything more excessive, such as any shutdowns or increased directive health measures. If we can just mask, we can continue to do what we do. We're just doing it in a more preventative way, and that will help us continue to have the sports. And I don't want to get to the point where we're having to, what the concern people have is shutting the economy down. That is not the interest of anyone. Mm-hmm. So definitely just wanting to implore people to just take that extra step of putting that mask on and being a little bit more critical about the type of social gatherings that you're partaking in.
Yeah, I hope that we'll do a better job. I know we kind of, after Memorial Day, thought we were in the clear, and the experts predicted for a long time that this period of time will be the third wave, and it might be the toughest one. We might be dealing with this through Christmas into January, if not further. So I know it's been a long haul, and you guys up there know it's been a long haul because you've had to do things differently since March. So I think we all understand that we're all a little worn out on this deal, and none of us want to go back to, like you were talking about, shutting things down. But the only way to do that is maybe help one another out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just making the health of our community a priority by taking those individual actions that we can take. And, I have to say a huge shout out to our team up here. I would be remiss without saying that our staff has just been phenomenal in handling whatever comes their way. We have had, not just COVID changes, but we've had personnel changes that that challenges you on a good day. So definitely have to say we have got really top-notch staff here that they adjust and they just do what it takes to get the job done. Well,
the least we can do is try to help you out here in our world. So thank you so much, Veronica. We really appreciate your openness on this, and of course also being ahead of the Rotary. But we hope you have a great week. Hope things go well for you.
You too, Dave. Thank you much.
Thank you. All right, it's 8:17. Brent, Veronica and her staff have their hands full, and all the hospitals in Nebraska right now have their hands full, and they have their rooms pretty darn close to full, if not over full. And I think, you don't really have to hear the reports that are available as much as you hear more and more about somebody that has tested positive in quarantine. I think we're hearing more and more of our friends and neighbors being affected by this. And the only way we'll get through this is just do a little bit better job than what we've been doing about being careful out there and not getting together in big groups unless we have to, I guess, is the best way to put it. But I know with the sports, I look to the ladies who are playing volleyball, the Broken Bow Lady Indians, and watch them play with their masks on, and it still amazes me that they can do that. And I always then kind of slap myself on the side of the head and say, hey, if they can wear a mask playing volleyball, I should be able to wear one when I go into a store or go into where there's going to be people together. If they can make that sacrifice, why can't we? So I know we want to continue into the winter and have the continued activities for schools and winter sports and Thanksgiving. They're already talking about that being a possible super spreader if people won't go ahead and get together for the family gatherings, which is very, very sad. But if you have somebody in your family that's older or has conditions that will enhance the possibility of real trouble if they get COVID, please think it over. That's all we can tell you. We can't tell you to do anything. This is America. We can do what we want. It's a free country, but let's think about one another, not just ourselves.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Veronica. Wonderful to talk to you. Got a little music from Herman's Hermits this morning.
Thing, because it was kind of right before the Walkman came out.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, man, this is just so awesome. I was so excited to get it. That thing was so big. There was no way that I was going to, I don't know. I may have even put it around my leg. I don't know. But there was no way that thing was going to sit on top of my tiny little wrist at the time. But, yeah, we've come a long ways, Dave.
Yeah, we
Things
have.
are a little bit different now. Now you just put your earbuds or wireless earbuds or whatever and attach them to your phone and listen to music and stuff that way.
Yeah, the ones you had with the transistors back then was just one. They actually had a kind of an earbud piece that you could plug into one ear, but not both ears. It was just one side. But transistor radios really were handy because you could take them hunting and fishing and, riding your bike and so forth, just hang them from the handle. Big old 9-volt batteries you put in them. And they serve the purpose and still do. We have a transistor radio that still works in the back that I sometimes use during stormy weather to make sure both our stations are on, so there's still Still that. A couple hit the whiskey jackpot.
Oh?
Yes.
Hit the whiskey jackpot.
Yes.
Okay.
An upstate New York couple recently bought a 105-year-old fixer-upper last year and finally started the renovation. So, they're opening up some walls, and they found more than, like dead bugs and old magazines.
Oh?
They found alcohol, and lots of it. More than 66 full and empty bottles of Old Smuggler whiskey dated 1923 was discovered in the home's walls and crawl spaces. Seems one of the previous owners back in that period of time was a bootlegger during Prohibition and must have hid his stash.
Wow.
And they found it. The full bottles have been valued from $500 to $1,000 each.
Man.
Because, gosh, it's been brewing and maturing since the 1920s. So, open up a wall in your house, see if you can find some bootleg whiskey in there.
You never know what you might find.
Not such a funny story at all. A woman blames her son for a loaded gun at Disney World. Okay, so what kind of parent would do this? A woman visiting Disney World's Magic Kingdom got caught with a loaded gun and blamed it on her kid, a 6-year-old kid. The Disney employees were checking temperatures when they noticed her throwing a pink purse into some bushes. When approached, she said she gave it to her son to hold, and he hid the purse. The story was going downhill fast. The woman was then later saying that her son had placed the firearm in the purse and was hiding it in the bushes. She's permanently banned from all Disney properties. I think maybe she should be banned from more than that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting story.
Yes. Parents, be parents. Be responsible. What do you need a handgun going into Disney World anyway? I don't know. Maybe in the spooky house? I don't know.
I have no idea.
All right, we're going to stay with the oldies theme here this morning. We'll be visiting with Joyce from Runza today, and yet to come, there will be commentary that will be played here in the 8 o'clock hour from Ray Hunt. That's all coming up. In some trouble. Joyce, how are you?
Well, I was doing very well until I was pulling up out in front listening to you.
What?
You said we're sticking with the oldies this morning. Joyce will be in next from Runza. Now, I thought about just backing out of the parking lot.
Oh gosh,
that probably that probably didn't sound real good.
No,
did it?
Didn't.
Yeah.
Well,
It hurt my feelers.
I'm telling you.
I don't think that was your intent, though, right? You meant the song is what you were referring to, right?
You know,
okay.
Down in the Boondocks type song.
Okay.
I was not at all referring. You're a young lady yet.
Well, when you just turn 60, things like that pinch your toes.
Well, you are a little more sensitive when you get into that 60 category. I will agree. So, no harm intended there.
Okay, we can move on. That's just what I heard, and I wasn't sure how the day was going to go.
Busy around the square on Friday with all the kids, and this weekend was gorgeous. It was 54 or 5 yesterday, but it seemed warmer than that. I'm sure the ice cream is rolling out of Runza right now.
It is.
And probably will this week, as it's going to be in the 70s.
Kind of crazy. Soup is new enough that the ice cream is rolling out, and the soup still is, too, even when it's warm. So,
Soup's good anytime.
Yeah, it is. But, yes, what a wonderful weekend weather-wise, and it was great Friday afternoon for the kids to make their rounds around the square. We had a crazy weekend at Runza, so a big thank you to all of our customers that had to bear with us. Starting Friday night and all day Saturday, we had all kinds of technology issues. So,
oh, boy.
It's not as easy as you think to just get along without it. It doesn't work that way. So, we had no internet, and so we couldn't run cards, and so we were getting names and phone numbers of people. And then somewhere in there, the drive-through order entry system wasn't reading to the kitchen, and but thankful for Mark Phillips and Great Plains Communication and our tech team from Runza, and late Saturday night they finally got it, but it was kind of a hairy couple days.
I bet it was. Boy, oh boy, that's rough. And
yeah,
I hope people were patient with you, because once that connection goes away, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you are.
I mean,
it's just, unfortunately, it's what we depend on now, and it's how cards run and money transfers and those kind of things, and you can't just get by easily without it. So anyway, a big thank you to Mark and Mark Phillips and Great Plains and to our customers. And, I said, so thankful to live in a small town like we do, because you turn around and somebody would be coming in handing you cash and say, this was for our order that we got an hour ago. And so it all works out.
Yeah, they'll make it work. And
yep.
That's great. That ends up being a good story, but boy, is that stressful.
Yeah. It wasn't one of the better weekends we've had, so thank you to everybody.
Okay.
Congratulations to some local sports teams, Broken Bow and Mullen girls both.
Right.
Making the way to Lincoln. Volleyball, that's exciting.
Football, Sandhills Thedford, still in the hunt, so yeah.
Yes, so wonderful. But talking about that, yes, it is ice cream weather, but also soup weather. And just a reminder, we have our homemade chili and our potato bacon soup every day. And then we have our broccoli cheese on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And Wisconsin cheese on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
That still sounds good.
And we're going through lots and lots of soup.
Good. Well, it's been a while since they've had those choices.
It has, yes.
So, yeah.
So wanted to mention, too, hard to believe, but we're coming up on that holiday season, and actually our gift card promotion for the holidays started yesterday. So with any $50 you buy in gift cards, you get a free $10 gift card.
Wow.
So that $50 can be spent as one $50 card or two $25, or however you want to break that up. When you just get a total of $50 in gift cards, you'll get a free $10 gift card.
It's a good deal.
A very good deal.
Yeah.
And as I always say, if you don't need a gift for anyone else, buy one for yourself. You'll get $60 worth of runs of food for $50.
Yeah.
There you go.
No brainer.
You can't go wrong. Also coming up, was postponed from the spring due to the virus. Wednesday, November 18th will be our Teammates fundraiser.
Okay.
That may look a little bit different. We probably won't have volunteers in working and those kind of things, but felt it was important as a company that we go ahead and do that fundraiser for that group And so we'll be talking more about that in the days and weeks to come. But,
Okay. That's nice of you to do that.
well, those kind of things still need to go on,
Yeah.
whether there's a virus or not.
Yep.
So,
And like you say, you probably won't have the kids in there, but
right, yeah.
okay.
Still looking for some day shift help. So if you're interested in that, we're hiring for day shift positions. It can be a short shift, just a couple hours over the noon hour. If you're somebody that has kids in school and just wants a little something while they're gone, or it could possibly work into a full-time day shift position. If you want to come in and work, 8 to 3, 8 to 2, 8 to 4, whatever. So kind of some options there, but still needing to fill a couple slots there.
Okay. I know Kevin works hard on that schedule. That's got to be challenging, but to be able to have somebody that has kids in school and get a few hours of work in,
Right.
help cut costs, that's a big deal.
It does. And, we have people tell us, oh, the holidays are coming. We need extra cash at home.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if you have some interest there, you can go to runza.com to apply, or you can stop in and pick up a paper application. If you have questions, feel free to call and ask us questions and help you decide whether that would be the right application for you to fill out or not.
Okay.
So all kinds of things going on.
Cinnamon rolls are still going good. I mean, I think you finally nailed it down through Runza. You've been experimenting every year.
Yes,
Is this one you think a keeper?
Well, we think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're selling a lot of those cinnamon rolls, and those can be purchased by the dozen. So we're having large orders of those going out, dozen and a half going out for meetings or churches or this or that. And that's part of our new catering option menu. Also, if you can call ahead a little bit, hour or so, we can get you on our catering menu. You can get 20-piece chicken strips with whatever kind of dip you want those for, 50 corn dogs on that catering menu. You can get a dozen of the mini runzas. Those do have to be ordered a day ahead for those. And also, of course, we can get you large quantities of soup. So,
Yeah, for upcoming. Well, Thanksgiving's not very far away.
no, it's not.
And again, then you blink and it's Christmas time. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And we see people like get these kind of things like maybe the night before Thanksgiving. They have their traditional meal plan, but they have company rolling in the night before, and they get party-sized runzas and soup, those kind of things.
All right. Anything new on the menu? Are you pretty well settled in for the fall and winter?
I think we're settled in now with the now that we have the cinnamon rolls, and of course because chili is back, then you can get the
big pigs,
the chili salad, and you can get the pig in a blanket on Wednesday always, but you can add to a chili cheese pig.
Okay.
So
all right.
there are options. We had a customer try something fun the other day. He had a chili cheese runza.
Oh, wow.
That's not a
Why
bad
had
idea.
we never thought of that?
That's a real good idea.
It is. He took a runza and opened it up and had us add chili and cheese to it.
Now, that leads me to something that I wanted to say when you were in here. Appreciate the way you guys accommodate the customer for whatever the customer wants to try.
Yep, we try.
Because I love the way you let us substitute things.
Yes.
Because when we get into the soup season, for me, there's nothing better than a cup of soup and a runza.
Yep.
And you guys make it so easy to just make that adjustment and say, no, I don't want fries. Can you put a cup of soup in there instead? And so
and those soups can
appreciate
substitute in for those combo meals. There's a little bit of an upcharge, but it can be done. Yes, so lots of options there with those combo meals.
Chocolate ice cream cones are still available?
They're always available, not only for you, but for everyone.
I still have the certificates that you gave me.
You still
to
have
share
those?
with the staff that you've
No.
never shared?
I still have them.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone here from the staff
Next
has
time
seen
I come out with
one
something
of
like
those
that, I'll give
coupons.
it to someone else.
Thanks, Joyce.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Joyce
they
is-
can pass it out.
Oh, she's a little bitter over that older thing. I
I guess. Well, I mean, why would you sit on, what was it, 70 ice cream coupons?
Yeah, I just
What
felt.
was it, your 70th
birthday?
Birthday? Is that what it was?
I think it was our 70th anniversary.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not far from that.
Had to get that in there.
Zing.
Yeah.
Well, 7 days a week you can stop into Runza and usually open up, 11 o'clock or so?
10:30.
10:30.
Yep. 10:30 in the morning till 10 at night in drive-through. 10:30 in the morning till 9 at night in the dining room.
And don't forget, you mentioned this is the holiday season is really here, basically, and those gift cards you talked about. Boy, what great gifts to give. You can drop them in the mail with a card, and everybody's going to be happy with that.
Those people love those gift cards.
All right.
Yep, and of course, just remember we have all kinds of cleaning protocols in place throughout the restaurant, but particularly in the dining room if you want to come in.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to go.
At this point, masks and gloves and constant cleaning.
It's been a wild year, hasn't it?
It has been a wild year, but
yeah.
you learn to adapt quite quickly.
We do.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to play another oldies song now, but has no reference to Joyce at Runza at all.
Okay.
And by the way, thank you for the picture that you brought in.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's Don Hill, a picture of Don Hill, who was a very well-known announcer here. I'm going to guess in the 50s, maybe early 60s, called The Friendly Farmer. He had his own show, The Friendly Farmer, on KCNI. And thank you.
You're
we'll
welcome.
Put that in our
You're
scrapbook.
welcome.
They wore suits and ties and vests back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they weren't even on Facebook Live.
No. That is true. Here's Johnny Rivers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Got a friend.
Care is confusing, period. That's why having a knowledgeable local agent is so important. This is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Are you turning 65 soon and not sure what Medicare plans you need to sign up for or when? Maybe you're over 65 and still employed with questions about your Medicare options when you retire. Or you've had Medicare coverage for years and are wondering if there are changes or more affordable plans available. Give me a call at 836-2201 for an appointment. As your agent, I can answer those questions.
This commentary is paid for by Ray Hunt. This program was not created in the KCNI KBBN studios and does not necessarily represent the views or policies of Custer County Broadcasting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This audio from the Texans that stopped church shooters is brought to you and paid for by Ray Hunt.
Remember us, the two armed Texans, the media wanted you to forget about?
There's a man in black tactical gear shooting up the Baptist church. So I pulled out an AR-15.
That's right. We're the good guys with guns they talk about, and we're NRA members too.
We're back with an important message. To make you understand how insane Joe Biden's gun control plan is and what's really at stake.
You hear a lot about how Joe Biden will destroy the Second Amendment, but what does that really mean? Did you know that for every magazine, over 10 rounds, and semi-automatic rifle that you own or want to buy in the future, Biden wants to tax you $200. That means if you currently own 20 mags, he will tax you $4,000. That's tens of billions of dollars of taxes on law-abiding gun owners. He wants to make gun ownership only affordable to the elite.
But how is he even going to know how many mags I have?
So instead of anybody coming at you and the first thing you do is shoot to kill, you shoot them in the leg.
You know, Joe, I can make that shot. But that day in the church, I didn't have the opportunity to shoot in the leg.
The idea that we don't have elimination of assault-type weapons, magazines that can hold multiple bullets in them, is absolutely mindless.
Hey, Joe, this is the very AR-15, or as you call it,
your AR-14.
In my hands, it stopped a mass shooting.
So with the tragedy that just happened in Texas, my question is, how do you justify the Democratic view on gun control when the shooter was stopped by a man who was legally licensed to carry a gun?
Well, first of all, the kind of gun being carried, he shouldn't be carrying.
It even still has the evidence tags. It's never committed a crime. If it was Hunter Biden and your wife and family sitting in those pews at that church, would you still not want me to have this gun to protect them with? Yes, a good guy with a gun stopped a bad guy with a gun. But you still want Beto, hell yes, O'Rourke, who supports forcible firearms confiscation, to be your gun control czar.
Someone does not turn in an AR-15 or an AK-47, one of these
weapons of war, then that weapon will be taken from them.
He's not coming anywhere near my gun.
Biden's dream is to leave us all defenseless against criminals. And if you want to buy a new semi-automatic rifle, you're out of luck if Biden's in charge. His own website says he will ban the sale of assault weapons, but it doesn't just stop there. I put a terrorist down in the matter of seconds with this gun, and it's not even a weapon of war, or whatever that means. You know what Joe told me? That I shouldn't have been armed in that church.
And we're talking about loosening access to have guns, be able to take them into places of worship, store them in school. I mean, it's just absolutely irrational.
The fact is, the only thing that will keep us safe in times of evil are our guns. Evil will always exist.
We're in a global pandemic with riots happening in the streets. Real common sense Americans understand how to protect themselves and are buying guns and ammo at record rates. But Joe Biden can't understand that. In his plan, he wants to ban the online sales of ammunition, gun parts, and guns. Someone who isn't around guns might think that that's no big deal. But when you buy guns online, it isn't shipped right to you. It goes to someone with a federal firearms license, like a gun store. And you go get it through the same background checks as for any other firearms purchase, especially in a time like this where all hell is breaking loose. Joe wants to make it near impossible to protect yourself. His plan would put thousands of people out of business and keep millions of others from buying firearms.
But even if you get your hands on a gun, Joe's plan would roll out so-called universal background checks known as the criminalization of private transfers. This means that if one of my family friends comes to me because she's being stalked by her crazy ex-husband and feels like her life is in danger, if I lended her a gun to protect herself, I would be facing felony charges.
All of this is nuts, but the unknown is what you should be most scared of.
Joe Biden has promised to put Beto O'Rourke in charge of gun control effort with Kamala Harris as his VP. This means that all of this is only the beginning.
And if you don't comply, he promises to go door to door and take it. There is no telling the extremes this duo will go to destroy gun owners and make the Second Amendment extinct.
Their end goal is to destroy what has protected the Second Amendment for 150 years, the National Rifle Association. So when Trump says,
they will take your guns away, either that or obliterate the Second Amendment,
he means it.
Don't let Joe Biden disarm you this November.
Here's what we say to gun grabbers.
It's totally normal to be constipated with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again.
No way.
Maybe it's occasional constipation.
Maybe it's not.
You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives to help relieve belly pain and let you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Individual results may vary. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Maybe it's not occasional constipation. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. You may be able to talk to a doctor online. Visit linzess.com, sponsored by Allergan and Ironwood.
It is 8:53. We want to take time here for just a moment to thank Viera Wireless for being our partner in some of our new additions that we've been able to bring you in the way of live video streaming. Enjoyed it so far. Had a really successful venture going out there and seeing how it works now. And we even have people calling us and wanting to know if we're going to be doing it for a particular contest. And I will say this, with Viera Wireless's help, yes, we'll be doing some more, but we only have one piece of equipment to allow us to do that and only so many people. So we're going to try to spread it around as much as we can. We were very excited to do the MNAC tournament all day on a Saturday from Mullen. Was able to do that. And of course, our experiment, as you mentioned off the air, Brent, with Broken Bow Lady Indians, and their game with Kearney Catholic turned out to be a boomer because it was so exciting. And we're able to do Sandhills Thedford in football this past Friday night. They really look good on the screen. And we then were able to have South Loup in their district final game. That didn't turn out like everybody wanted it to from this area, but it was still fun to be able to watch them. And now I know that Gavin and Jeremy are brewing up some more, so we'll probably try to catch Sandhills, Thedford, and Pleasanton in football action Friday. Is this the next to the last round of districts for football?
This is quarterfinals now.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll see how that all works out, and we'll have radio with that. That's such a great combination. People really appreciate the radio call with the picture. And then there's the state volleyball tournament, which gets underway kind of quick.
Yes, state will actually begin on Wednesday because of the COVID situation. They have decided to play all the opening round matches at Pinnacle Bank Arena this year. And so because of that, they have split up the classes for the opening round, and instead of playing everybody across Lincoln on one day, they're going to divide it up. So classes A, B, and C1 will play their opening round matches on Wednesday. And Broken Bow will open up the tournament against St. Paul at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at Pinnacle Bank Arena. And, of course, you'll be able to hear that on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, they'll play the opening round matches for classes C2, D1, and D2. And we will cover Mullen for you in the D2 tournament. And they will open up against Maywood Hayes Center on Thursday morning at around 11 o'clock. And you can hear that on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com.
Question.
Okay.
How much time is there between state and when the winter sports start?
Well, depends when you're asking. If you're saying when the high school football championships are done, not much.
Gets pretty close, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure when the state championships are. That I want to say like in the 23rd or something like that in November, and then basketball and wrestling and those competitions get started right away in early December. So, yeah, if you go all the way to the true end of the football season, there's not a big gap there.
No.
So,
and sometimes, honestly, the basketball teams who have those contenders at state, they sometimes get off to a little slower start because they got to make that transition from one sport to another without a lot of prep time in between. So,
that's true, yeah.
But we hope that's the case with Sandhills Thedford.
That would be fine, yes.
We hope they are going right from the state championship into basketball. That would be really good.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a time out. We'll come back and catch up on some news right after these words.
Send request split. Bruning Bank is proud to now offer Zelle as a solution to send funds electronically. Perfect for splitting rent or the dinner bill. Access Zelle through Bruning Bank's free app or online banking platform. Getting started is quick and easy. Zelle has replaced pot money. Visit bruningbank.com to learn more about switching or signing up for Zelle. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com 872-5111.
Be ready to process that first year of the season with a trip to Arrow Seed. Arrow Seed has everything you'll need from grinders and slicers to seasoning and casings to smokers and dehydrators and packaging supplies. Never processed before? No problem. How-to videos and expert advice are also available. Not a hunter? Beef and pork make great jerky and snack sticks too. Stop in to Arrow Seed on North 10th Avenue in Broken Bow today to stock up on all your processing supplies.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Go, go, go!
On KCNI. KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The presidential candidates fan out across battleground and swing states on this last day before the election. Both men will spend time in Pennsylvania. CBS News senior political analyst John Dickerson.
This is turf the president is defending that he won in 2016. His travel is all about the places he's trying to defend. What's interesting is that one trip Joe Biden is taking into Ohio. That's basically Biden going into the deeper, redder part of the map. They must be seeing something there.
A federal judge rules today on the legality of drive-through balloting in Texas. Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo, a Democrat.
The Texas Supreme Court rejected these disruptive attempts to invalidate what we know to be valid votes.
A powerful hurricane named Eta headed for Nicaragua and Honduras. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
This is devastating beyond words. We are looking at 2 to 3 feet of rain.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
In Sunday night NFL action, it was a battle in the woeful NFC East. The Eagles outscored the Cowboys 16-0 in the second half. They beat Dallas 23-9. So at 3-4-1, Philly remains in first in the division. The Steelers improved to 7-0, beating the Ravens 28-24. Chiefs are 7-1 after ripping the Jets 35-9. Patrick Mahomes threw 5 touchdown passes in the win for Kansas City. Jets remain winless at 0-8. Seattle quarterback Russell Wilson threw 4 touchdown passes. Seahawks moved to 6-1 with a 37-27 win over the 49ers. The Bills handed the Patriots their 4th straight loss. Buffalo beat New England 24-21. Bills are 6-2, while the Packers were surprised by the Vikings 28-22. Green Bay falls to 5-2. Dalvin Cook had 4 touchdowns in the win for Minnesota.
Here's your weatherology forecast. We'll push up to a high of 74 degrees for today. We'll see lots of sunshine. Then for tonight, mostly clear in the upper 30s. Even warmer into your Tuesday with upper 70s for high temperatures, still abundant sun. Wednesday, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, reaching a high of 77. And for your Thursday, still looking to stay dry, mostly sunny there with highs in the mid-70s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm Staff Meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your place for all things pivots and electrical. Call today to schedule your fall pivot maintenance. Lance offers a flat rate tower inspection fee, 10% off any parts needed, and a 46-point inspection process that ensures your peace of mind in the spring. Maybe you're in the market for a new sprinkler package or a brand new Zematic pivot. They can help with that too. With 0% financing, now is the time to replace that old pivot and enjoy the power of Zematic in your fields. And ask how they can save you $500 on a sprinkler package. With harvest coming, make sure your grain bins are in top working order by having them checked over or even rewired. Lance and the crew will keep your bins in top shape so you don't worry about wet corn at your busiest time. They also carry the widest range of fuses and capacitors in town. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
Already 37 degrees at 9:03, warming up quickly. We're going to warm up nicely today and all of this week. It's going to be great. Now, we want to talk a little bit. Do I need to apologize to Tim and Tracy at Troxel Insurance? I just thought they would make a great Halloween team if Tim, dressed up as a scary football player and she was the cheerleader. But I haven't heard anything back on that. I hope they did it. I think it would have been magnificent.
I don't know. I'm not sure. You'll have to give them a call and find out. And here's the phone number for you to call.
Okay.
872-6996. If you want straight talk and affordable choices when it comes to insurance, then that's what you need to do. You need to call Troxel Insurance. 872-6996 is the number because they want to make insurance easy for you. They work with several different companies, and I know especially in the way of automobile insurance, they just like to sit down with you, find out what your needs are, and then they go shopping on your behalf as they want to make sure that you get the most appropriate coverage that's going to cover all of your needs, but do it at an affordable price. So visit with them today, 872-6996 for Troxel Insurance in Broken Bow.
Mm-hmm. 905. Three ringy dingies. Maybe they're not in yet. Or maybe Tracy's listening and won't answer the phone.
Oh, you're calling them now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that.
have reached Troxel Insurance.
Oh.
You may leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Please keep in mind that coverage cannot be bound, altered, or canceled based on a voicemail message. Thank you.
Yeah, Tracy, this is Brent and Dave at the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we were talking last week that maybe you guys would dress up for Halloween, and Tim would be a scary football player and you'd be a cheerleader. Just wondering if you pulled that off. You could let us know at your convenience. Thanks so much.
Immunity are essential. That's why Eggland's Best gives you and your family more. Compared to ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best provides 6 times more vitamin D, 10 times more vitamin E, and 38% more lutein, plus more folate and iodine too. All to help you maintain a strong immune system and better overall health. These are no ordinary times, so why choose an ordinary egg? Only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
T-Mobile for Business knows saving time and money is important for your business. That's why we're introducing Microsoft 365 on us, now included in our best business plans. With Office apps, Microsoft Teams, cloud storage, and more, Microsoft 365 on us gives you the tools you need to run your business. Stop by a T-Mobile store today. Qualifying plan required. Contactless to activate. 1 license per line, max 2 per account. Third-party terms apply. See T-Mobile.com for plan details.
9:09 is your time. Good to have you along. I know most of you probably have heard by now, but Sean Connery passed away just a couple of days ago. Passed away in his sleep Friday night at the age of 90. The Oscar-winning actor was Hollywood's original 007 and starred in 6 of the James Bond franchise films. Beyond Bomb, he starred in many other movies over the years. The Untouchables, Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade, The Rock, and Finding Forrester, which was a really, really good show. 1989, at the age of 59, he was named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. He had class, and we'll miss him, but he had a lot of great movies, and passed away on Friday.
Yeah, great actor.
Yep, sure was. The 007 movies, they're kind of the movies that you can watch even if you don't really care about them, just if you just want to kind of be in a pretend world, especially back in the early days when Sean Connery was there. Some of the gadgets they used and some of the stuff that they made look like it was really working was really quite a stretch, but it made for some good entertainment. I don't think he personally minded not being 007 anymore. I read where he really preferred his roles later on, but it put him on the map actor-wise, for sure. So, all right, there's a few jobs available that we need to talk about here this morning on the Monday edition of the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Yeah, there is a couple. This one, Broken Bow Early Head Start Infant Toddler Teacher Center Specialist. That is a position that is open at the moment through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They're looking for an individual to fill that position, 40 hours per week year-around in Broken Bow. You must have a valid Nebraska driver's license, a working phone, Child Development Associate Certificate, an associate or bachelor's degree in early childhood education. You will be responsible for center coordination, supervision, and teaching. Now, if you need an application, you are asked to contact the CNCAP Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780, extension number 105. You can also apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. This position will remain open until filled, and to find out more details, you can just log on to sandhillsexpress.com and go to the employment page. Also, the Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Broken Bow. For a full job description or to apply, contact statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. If you need accommodation in the selection process, you need to notify Nebraska State personnel at 402-471-2075. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
All right. And more jobs are available in the area. Check out the jobs page at sandhillsexpress.com. You'll find a few there.
Oh, you're contemplating, I can tell.
I'm watching my ring. It's still blinking.
Yeah,
Can you shut off the light behind you there?
Pinky ring. What?
Shut off the lights.
Shut off the light.
Yeah, let's shut off the lights.
Okay, shutting off the lights. Oh, wow. Ooh. It's
cool?
not doing anything. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it lights up red. Wow. That's pretty neat.
See, I'm making it.
Yeah. So how long are you going to wear that? Can I ask?
Well, I suppose as long as it blinks.
Oh.
Quits blinking, then I'll retire it. But it's been going since Friday afternoon.
Really?
Is there a battery in there? Is it solar?
Well, I don't know. That's a great question.
It's cool, though, isn't it?
It's, yes, very becoming.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I could hide.
The Monkees and Daydream Believer. On the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, we'll be back after this time out.
Wishing you a joyful Christmas from Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad. You're invited to their Joyful Christmas Open House Thursday, November 5th, Friday, November 6th, and Saturday, November 7th. Celebrate the season with brand new items of some of your favorites, perfect for everyone on your Christmas gift list. To prepare for this joyful time of year, Rustic and Red will be closed November 2nd through November 4th. It'll be a joyful Christmas on November 5th, 6th, and 7th at Rustic and Red's Open House in downtown Cozad.
The state of Nebraska is committed to helping livestock operations through this difficult time. The Livestock Producer Stabilization Grant has been reopened to assist even more producers who have been impacted by COVID-19. Qualified applicants can use awarded funds for operating expenses. Funds will be distributed until they run out, and they do not need to be paid back at any time. View requirements and apply by November 13th at coronavirus.nebraska.gov.
Rank Seed is about delivering results. Since 1846, your success has been our success. Today, Rank is proud to bring cutting-edge technology and the best genetics to increase yields on your farm. Put simply, Rank Seed helps farms prosper. You've got enough to worry about. Let us take care of your seed. Rank Seed, American-owned and operated.
18 past the hour of 9 o'clock. Here's Brent Apperson with his fancy shirt and his slick-down hair today with more information that you can use.
Well, we want to remind you about our good friends at Quality Senior Villages here in Broken Bow, a wonderful care facility taking care of those battling through Alzheimer's and related dementia. To find out more about their services, both inside their facility and even outside as well, give them a call today at 872-6387. That's 872-6387. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
All right, this is a very special day in the radio world. This was on CBS earlier this morning on our news. First commercial radio broadcast 100 years ago today. A guy in Pittsburgh started radio as we know it. The station he created was KDKA, and it's still on the air. Engineer Frank Conrad broadcast election results from a shack on the roof of an electronics factory. His first newscast made history, and, oh, by the way, Warren G. Harding won the presidency that year. That was the very first recognized broadcast. There's others who claim that they were experimenting and doing broadcasting, but this was the first official broadcast where he actually called out the call letters, KDKA, 100 years ago today.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
All right. Chris Gaines. Does that ring a bell with you at all?
Chris Gaines. I want to say that was the name of Garth Brooks' alter ego when he put an album out as a pop artist, I guess. I don't know.
In 1999?
That was weird.
Well, he wrote,
I like Garth, but that whole thing was weird to me.
Well, it seems like he's kept that alter ego.
Oh, has he?
That he had in the 90s.
Okay.
Until now. On radio.com, the 58-year-old was asked during a joint interview with his wife, Tricia Yearwood, about a possible comeback for Chris Gaines. He didn't shoot it down completely. Although nothing is official, he does have a new album out right now called Fun, which will come out November 20th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I guess Christy Wells she probably won't come to work on the 20th because Garth Brooks will have a new.
That'll be like a holiday for her.
Yeah. What else you have for us?
Well, we want to remind you there's always delicious things going on at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. A reminder that their dining room is closed right now to sit-down eating, but if you order carry-out, you can still walk in to the Pizza Hut and pick up your order. Remember, delivery and carry-out are available. They're open Monday through Sunday, 11 until 10 for carry-out. And then their delivery hours run like this, Monday through Friday, 11 until 2, and 5 until 10. That's Monday through Friday. And then all-day delivery on Saturday and Sunday. Let's see, Monday and Tuesday, they're special today and tomorrow. 1 medium 3-topping pizza with breadsticks and a 2-liter bottle of pop, all for just $16.99. That's your special today and tomorrow at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
Good morning to Steve and Amy and Danny and Mildred, who are chatting with us this morning on our feed on Facebook Live. And thank you very much. And you're welcome, Mildred, for the oldies. Here's another one for you.
Would love to. Want to remind you that the Country Store is ready for seasonal shopping for you. Today's the 2nd, right? November 2nd?
Yep.
So they're open beginning today. Open November 2nd through December 24th, offering some wonderful handmade and crafted items, things like hot pads and quilts, crocheted towels, and doll clothes. Once again this year, they'll be setting up at the Arrow Mall in Broken Bow, and they will open today at 10 o'clock. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., now through December 24th. Also, they'll feature some special bake days during the week. That'll be on Thursday and Friday, although they won't do that during Thanksgiving week. Plan to stop to find beautiful, one-of-a-kind handcrafted items created and sold by local artists, and they respectfully ask that you wear a mask while shopping at the country store this year and use hand sanitizer coming in, and please social distance. So there you go. The country store open now through December 24th. They'll be open beginning today at 10 a.m. at the Aero Mall.
Christy Wells is in the studio with us now. Christy, did you hear the news that Chris Gaines might be making a comeback?
No, I had not heard that news. I'm kind of with Brent. That was not his best move.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Just, yeah.
Did you see the what year did you say Chris Gaines
99.
99. He hosted Saturday Night Live and came out as Chris Gaines and sang a song during Saturday Night Live. I remember watching it. It was weird. I don't know how else to describe it. And I like Garth. Not as much as Christy does, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, the whole Chris Gaines thing was different.
Now, Tom Petty had an alter ego group called Mudcrutch.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty darn good, but it's not that much different.
Yeah.
But I guess, he could play several characters and lip sync them.
And this is why you have me sitting here?
Yeah.
Oh, he just called you in to pick on you? Is that it? Okay. I thought maybe he called you in here because there was something he wanted to share.
Yeah.
But
you really wouldn't have to sing. You could just lip sing and be any character if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Garth could just stand there and I'd be happy. He wouldn't even have to sing.
What if you saw him up close live and you were disappointed that he didn't?
I've seen him kind of up close. I went to see him when he first came to Lincoln at the Fort Western Wear store.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get off work because my boss wasn't nice enough to let me off work at the time to get there early enough.
When was that?
It would have been like...
That had to be late 80s.
I was going to say it was 89 or 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did get his wife at the time. What was her name? Sandy.
Yeah,
I got Sandy's autograph because I couldn't get Garth's.
Oh.
But he was across a counter from me. I was that close.
Was his pants really tight?
Nice Wrangler pants, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Now, the last time he was in Lincoln, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't your daughters get chosen?
Yeah.
Like just out of the line to get special VIP passes and were right up front?
Yes, 2 of them did because they went with my friend because we didn't have tickets all at the same time.
Okay.
So the 2 that went with my friend got to go down front, and the daughter that went with me,
you were stuck clear up in the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah. I really brought you in for another reason, but
what would that be?
Well, you were at the park, and so was Shannon and Kristen, and I don't know.
Yeah, Emily came for a while. Yeah.
Okay, and you guys come back like, wow, this was crazy, big success.
Yeah, we knew with our cookies that we handed out, we had so many packages, and we know that we handed out 480 packages of cookies. And for a while, we were out because we sent Kristen to get more. And so during that time, we were handing out single dum-dum suckers. And Emily even got Carl's candy out and was handing it out.
Carl!
And some little kids got single Starburst because we were just desperate to give candy. It was really fun, but we were struggling to get enough candy. Cookies went over well.
Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm.
And your costumes were pretty cool. Do we have pictures?
Yes, I do have pictures.
Okay.
I don't think Brent, you didn't seen him yet, have you? Then did you see him that day?
No. I was busy getting ready for football that day, so I didn't see any of it.
So yeah, we have pictures.
Well, they were nice. Thanks
Most everybody knew who we were, and then it was like, oh, and they're giving out cookies.
Free cookies. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you guys did that. It was kind of busy here, as you know, because you guys got all the ads ready and for all the sports and everything. But I'm so glad the weather was nice for the kids. And
and I'm sure they said Hannah at the chamber said they ran out of candy as well, and they've never had that many kids, is what she was saying.
Yeah.
So it was, and I think, like I said, a lot of families are doing that instead of dragging them out in the dark at night. And so
I will say though, we had more kids at our house than we've had in years.
Cool.
That evening.
Yeah.
You know, about 8 o'clock it kind of quit, but that was nice to see families out, and mom and dad and the kids. Kids were having fun. So, yeah. Thanks, Christy.
Yep.
We'll close the show. Talk to you tomorrow.